Morning guys, welcome back to another Oh God, what the heck is this? Extra 10% off all workwear and footwear. Use code WEAR10. Bloody hell, why didn't I use it? Guys, take advantage of ITS 10% off workwear and footwear now. Links in the description. Use code WEAR10 at checkout, yeah? Ow, that actually hurt. Ah. Perhaps if I'd have ordered some workwear, 10% off from ITS, that wouldn't have happened, eh? Let's go get James and let's crack on. There we go. So, yeah, we left that here. So we got one old, what was it? Kid. Yeah. Kid. I think it went out of date in 1972, that one. So if you go outside, James, there's a fuse board. You have to put your shoes on. And then up here, we have got another one to do there. Look, you can see the yellow staining. I'll show you that in a minute. So this is if you want marriage counselling. You get to stay overnight in your bedroom, and then you get a studio apartment above, and then you get to get some marriage counselling. We're in the wrong trade. We're in the wrong trade. That clean actually. A bit dirty today, James. So what James is doing first is taking down the front base, and then he's going to just proof dead on the terminals there. You should be able to just undo it and spin it, mate, a little bit. Undo that one a little bit more, mate. And then that front cover will come off completely, yeah? Has he been graunched?
Yes.
That's it, that'll come off now. Slide it along, look, into that gap. Look, that way. And then right. It's like a little puzzle, look, and then come back that way. just do that, that's it. Well, stick your tester in there, mate. Brown, and you don't need to put it on, it should just come straight on when you jam it on. So go in the brown. No pressure, James. There's 17 million people watching you.
17 million?
Yes, yes. Oh, that's my new tester.
Cool.
Yeah, neutral. Yeah, so you got a light, but you got no voltage, yeah?
Yeah.
And go between brown and earth, CPC. And then take the brown out, put CPC to neutral. Beautiful. So proven dead, yeah? Yes. Okay, now swap that base down now. So what we're going to do is put the ACO optical in here. Actually had an ionisation which is incorrect for a corridor. Ionisation's for bedroom. And then we got the, we're fitting these ACOs with the 10-year lithium battery, okay? Always fit these ones, much better. This is for James's logbook portfolio. He's got to do file detection. So I'm going to film him today doing these ones, yeah? So you've got two browns, yeah? And then what have they used? They've used the black with the sleeve for the orange, which is the interlink. Yeah? See that orange?
Yes.
That's the interlink, which sets the other alarm off if this one triggers, yeah?
Yes. And
then you've got the neutral, and then it's double insulated, so it doesn't need the CPC. What are they, James? What are these? Connectors. Right, take them two screws out then, mate, and we'll put that new base up then. There's the old alarm, Fire X. Replace alarm before 2016. So even if the battery needs changing, these need changing every 10 years because they've got like a laser beam inside and it just gets contaminated and it might not go off in the event of a fire. So it could block the signal. So they do need changing every 10 years. That doesn't mean the battery, that means the entire unit, James, yeah? Yeah. Did you know that?
Well, I did, because the last time.
Last time I told you that, didn't I? Yeah, that's good. You did learn something from me then. I will too. So there's one ACO we've got fitted. Where are we? There we go. Replace by 2032. And then when you do the smoke alarm, you have to make sure you put these. Yours is in there, James. There's your one. Look. You have to put these on to just stops the dust going into the head. That's it. You've got to put it on, James.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if the camera's on this, mate, but I think it is. So this is a heat. It's a heat alarm. This one. James is putting his hat on as well. Yeah.
Too big, I think.
No,
It is.
So just a word of warning, if you take this battery out thinking that this isn't going to make a noise, if you then put that in the bin, this thing will continuously do a little beep. You actually have to take the thing off, and there's probably another little battery on the board in there. So this one hasn't got another battery on, so you might just be getting, it might just be because you've got big capacitors here, it might just be it's got a little bit of voltage still, it's just enough to make that chirp, but it has stopped chirping now. Good, James? Getting on alright? Top man, top man. It's a job for you, because you've only got the little steps, look. And he's actually reaching up to 19 metres there, so that's why he's doing it. Okay, we've got power. We're now just going to do a quick test on these to make sure they trigger both when James comes back. Ready, mate? James? I'm going to set this one off. Make sure yours goes off, then you set yours off, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, if you had headphones, I advise you to take them off now, because I'm not going to dub the sound. That's it. Right, go on then, mate. Do yours.
Push and hold.
Push and hold. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Stunning. I'd actually like to see that up there, but that's life. Can't do nothing about that. Right, let's move on to the next job. Right, that's that one done. I've just received a text from another client. Can I do an Argus service? I don't think she means me, because obviously I do plumbing. So we've got to drive now all the way to Slough. I don't even know how far it is, an hour 15 maybe, so we might get a coffee. James, what do you think? He's got a sore throat, bless him, so it's a bit like needles. So yeah, we stopped at works and we're gonna get on with it. See you later. Use nice stuff, James.
Whatever it's called.
Got his tea, bless him. So 3 years old, the house, and this is how they've left the underfloor heating. The client did this himself. Look, these are all hanging in front of the manifolds. They're the thermostat. So what we're going to do is the client's bought. I don't want to show any address, but I think the client's bought some new heads. Look, with meter tails, because these guys fitted these with little, what are they, 500 or whatever. Look, I take it these are 230. Yeah, 230 volts. Look, and that's how they were happy to leave that, not even putting it in a box. So we're going to strip all this out, probably put a trunk in along here, tidy it up, get these all, and I think it's the same upstairs, but we're not doing upstairs today, we're just going to do downstairs, get this all neatened up for him, and get it all working again. So we'll crack on. Tool Check Plus, the only tool you need in your bag, because look, awesome bit of kit. So we're going to get this off, suss out what everyone's doing. We sort of know what they're all doing at lounge, study, dining, hall, utility, kitchen, WC. So we'll relabel all of our heads, the new heads here, put some trunking along, get them made off and bang them back into here, and then fire everything up and make sure they all open and get good flow through them. They're all shut at the minute, so yeah, get some cable ties. There's a bit of mini trunk, isn't there? Trunk, if it's a long bit, just bring the whole bit, mate. So if you don't know what this is a wiring centre for underfloor heating. So effectively, each zone will have a thermostat. That will be one of these cables, 230 volt thermostat. Feed will go out to the thermostat. It's effectively a switch. As soon as the temperature drops, the feed will liven up the black that will run back here, which in turn will liven up the brown on this head, obviously connected to neutral. It will then open up this valve. In turn, that will switch on a pump. Open this valve here, the orange will power up the boiler or whatever your underfloor heating manifold. So it could be a pump, or it could be an air source heat pump, or a boiler, oil, whatever. All works the same. It's just going to push a heat around this loop, and then when one of these open via the thermostat, it's going to push the heat down the loop, back up the loop. Simple as that. It is quite a simple system, but I love the heat miser, but yeah, I don't think the guy had much pride in his work, to be fair, but I don't think we're going to touch them, but we're just going to do these ones here. I mean, there isn't much pride gone into this, is there? No sleeving or anything, look, no blue. You might say it's minor, but it should be done. Yeah, you should be sleeving up your neutrals. Just, I might ask him if he wants us to tidy this up. Another observation, there should be a local isolator here, and there is not a, what James, not a sausage. No, not a sausage, mate. He's going to want, I'm sure he's going to want us to do that, look at that. How scruffy it is. Yeah, okay, we're going to talk to him. Well, we've had to isolate this at the fuse board because there's no isolation. Look, I've just started to find out where these cables go. Look, can you see that there? Hopefully you can see that. They're just look, just pulling out. They're not even connected in. Look. I wonder if them ones are alright. I wonder if this has been working very well. Them ones seem to be alright. It's just that one's just pulled straight out. Look. And that's no BS, James. You just witnessed it, James. And everyone trusts James, don't they? Okay, so what we've done is identify where all these heads go in relation to this wiring centre. They all corresponded apart from this one, which would have been 1, 2, 3. They just did 4 and then 3 for some reason. Doesn't matter. We could change it here, but we'll keep that the same. But yeah, we are going to neaten all this up and all this up. Okay, I'm just remaking off all these connections because we are using, because it's stranded cables, and like if I twisted it'd be okay, but just to be on the safe side, we're going to put ferrule crimps on these, stop any strands. Because one, believe it or not, I've had it before where there was a fault and it was one strand touching another terminal. That can be a problem, so just make sure you're using your ferrules. We won't use them on these because they're solid, but we just definitely use them on these, okay? Client's just informed us that he watches 2 other blokes called Jordan and Nick. Not sure what he means. You know, James? Not a clue. Not a clue. Don't know. There's biscuits there, and he hasn't had one of them. I can't believe that, James. Can't believe that, James. Right, as you can see, we've tidied up the wiring. Got 2 trunkings in. All of our cables now run neatly up, in. Got ferrules on all of the ends. Okay. Shorten that one in a sec. We're just going to tidy this mess up now as best we can. Obviously I wouldn't mount this like this door bleed, have it normally, probably put 2 trunkings in, then you don't see any of the wiring, but we've got to work with what the sort of cupboard we've got. So it's upside down now. That's amazing. This is filming upside down now. Didn't know that. It's upside down, but it's not upside down. If I film like that, it's the right way. Socks, awful. Right, I've got to film this upside down. Get in there now, look. Looking a bit neater. Phew, thank the Lord. There we go, all done. I'm going to cable tie these up, power this up, and get it working. Right, what James is doing now is going around to each thermostat in each area. He's going to put it on. We're going to make sure that we get our pump valve opening, pump coming on, light coming on for the zone, which is number 4. So I know he's gone and put on the dining room. Yeah, that's dining room, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. Make sure these all open and jobs are good. There we go, all done. That one's done. I'll put you a couple of pictures on here now. That's inside of the heat miser box. The client also said that they might want me to come back. They've got like a gated community where they live, and this is the state of the fuse board, and they've also put a PIR low down on a wall. It's just ineffective. So as you can see there, he's brought the cables through different holes on the new board there, metal board, so ferromagnetic interference, eddy currents possibly, so it's something we need to address at a later date. We might be back to do that. Shout out to the client. They also gave us the box of biscuits, so we will keep that in the van and we can dab into that here, there and everywhere. So if you found it interesting, give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye bye.